Hello, peoples of Earth. Welcome. I'm bored as fuck in this quarantine. And I just want to discuss to people that we are still living in these days and age where people can either be asymptomatic, which means you can have and contract the virus and basically spread it, but you have no symptoms. You have no freaking idea about the symptoms. And as I said before, this is good quality time with yourselves, which most people don't know themselves. But of course, I'm bored on here, so I just want to talk about random things, okay, because I usually have something to talk about. And if you do follow me, you know who the hell I am. Okay, you know who the hell I am. But if you don't know me, ask questions, okay? But there will be people who popping up in here, but it's okay. I talk to hundreds of people. I counsel lots of people. I have always interesting things to talk about because I'm always prepared. And I'm also a person who have great gifts. And if I have great gifts, so every one of you have great gifts. So I'm going to talk on here for like 10 minutes, depending on my mood and shit, you know. Well, other than that, I just want you to understand. I'm going to talk about something in random stuff like that. Because there's always something to talk about. Everybody should be talking about something, right? But anyway, let me just put some bedazzle on my videos here. Because it's never a dull moment with me. Because what is this? What's this? Let's go. I'm saying, what's this? Oh, she get the little fake profile with the, okay, what's that? And it's a father. I'm a father figure. Okay, what's that? Ooh. 1970s, baby. God damn it, they got that down packed. Psychedelic. Oh, I'm high on something. What's this one? Let's check it. Oh, the Illuminati, V for Vendetta. He look like his cousin or some shit. Oh, shit, oh, shit, where's my money at? Where's my goddamn money at, y'all? Oh, shit, what's this? Let me see the next one. Oh, he's in the whole the mustache. I am powerful. Look at my mustache. I am more special than you. I am everything. What is this shit?
93% of people like you take their phones when they go to the loo. Happy boop, happy boop, happy boop, happy boop.
That's kind of catchy.
93% of people like you take their phones when they go to the loo.
What's this? Oh shit, that's that guy. Oh, that's that shit from what's that goddamn movie? Legend of the Guardians. Okay, right? Galaxy of the Guardians. Yeah, that one guy, that goofy guy. It was kind of slow. He don't understand what metaphors are and shit. He's just kind of aloof and shit. I don't know his name though, but let me just continue on here. What's this? Hey. Have a good day. Have a good day, brothers and sisters. Oh, I'm fucking brought out of my motherfucking mind. Let me see what else is down here. I always play with these things to see if they come up with something new. What's this? Oh, shit. Give me my money. Take my money. What's this? Oh. I know white people don't like clowns, but this is hilarious. You don't like clowns? I said, okay, there you go. This is they. This is it. This is we. We are fucking we. Let me see what else is down here. What's this? Oh, you always had some pop rocks. I had some pop rocks in my motherfucking mouth. So the thing is, have anybody had pop rocks before? This what it reminds me of. You put them in your mouth, and then the next thing you know, it starts pop, snap, crackle, and popping. It's a gum, as a matter of fact. Okay, it's really cool though. That's what this beard reminds me of. I should buy some pop rocks and do this type of shit every motherfucking day. But I'm fucking bored. All right, because I still ain't met a virgin yet on here yet. Okay, but anyway, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Okay, this is boring. You could be more creative than that. Okay, this can be. You can do this better. This can be done better. Okay, let me see. What's this one? Oh, I'm a Genji. I'm a what you call it? What you call it? Those Genji girls over there. Okay, I'm a Japanese slave girl who's supposed to be doing the things of her man. Okay, let me see what else is on here. Hey, brothers and sisters, I can sing. So this is not. I wish it would move. This would be really nice. Okay. And today's topic, what I'm gonna talk about today, I'm gonna talk about dating. Okay, dating sites. You have to sell yourself, people. Women and men both are like whatever. Okay, don't put false pictures up on there, right? And that's not you. That's an old picture of your goddamn self, you motherfucker. You know that's an old picture of yourself. And I keep trying to tell people all the time, stop putting old pictures, because when you meet someone in person, I'm gonna tell you a little story here. I'm going to tell you a little story. But first, let me go find something else. Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm going to tell you a little story about this shit. Okay, one day. What happened to the other ones? Okay. One day, okay, I talked to this one chick, and she basically, I met her off of Eharmony or some shit, right? And you know how Eharmony likes to cover people's faces and shit. And I basically made it very clear about what I specifically wanted, okay, in a woman, right? So if anybody got anything to say, you can say it now, forever hold your peace, because I'm bored as hell. I'm on here sometimes trying to look for virgin girls, and you got to be up age. If you're 17, going on 18, that's a plus. But if you ain't live with your parents, you ain't no virgin, okay? So don't lie, okay? I can tell if you're a virgin or not, even if you lost your hymen. Women always talk about their hymen and shit like that, you know? They talk about, my shit is intact. I don't give a fuck if it's not intact. I can tell the difference, okay? Because I've been with 2 virgins in my goddamn life, right? But let me get on the subject here. Anyway, I met this girl on Eharmony. I think her name was Sandra or some shit like that. I'm gonna tell you a little story before I get out of here. And what happened is that I couldn't see a picture of her face, but she said something, everything I possibly could imagine. I made it very clear and specific that I wanted a female under 130 pounds. And she basically had a she said she had the gift, the heart of gold, and she was beautiful and right, y'all guys? So the next thing you know, I'm like getting all intrigued by her conversation, which was pretty on spot point. It was pretty spot on. Her personality was spot on. But the thing is that eventually one thing led to another. I talked to her for like a month on the internet, okay? You know, I don't remember how long it was. We was talking and shit. So the next thing you know, I'm talking about one subject now here, you guys. Okay, we got this shit going on here. We're talking about dating. Dating on online services. But I'm going to tell you the dangers of it. Let's hold on a bit. So the story goes like this. I met this girl on Eharmony, right? And this is in America, because I live in the United States, the greatest, the most smartest and stupidest country in the world, right? Okay, so no one can top that, okay? We're a diverse country of fools and fucking geniuses, okay? So, okay, I'm in the white man's land. You know, the United States is about, but I digress here. But anyway, her name was Sonia, okay? So long story short, I wanted to come meet her. Okay, how are you, Sanhil Samra? Okay, so if I badger your name, don't get upset. I'm going to read everybody's comment. If you write something down there, I may not receive it until 10 seconds later, because that's internet service. And I pray to God that this motherfucking 5G will be 20 times faster, okay? Especially if you're around the vicinity of a 5G satellite, okay? My favorite is TikTok star, Mr. Fashu. I don't know who Mr. Fashu is, and I don't do TikTok. I'm too mature for TikTok, but I like to do this too. But we just having fun, okay? I have to try TikTok, okay? But anyway, let me tell you my story about my one of my dating experiences online and shit. And so I met this girl named Sonia. I was gonna try. I traveled my ass all. I realized not to travel anymore for anybody in America, okay? Because I couldn't see a picture of her face. She talked to me, you know, where were you born? I'm born in America, man. Born in America, Sanhil Samra, okay? And of course, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy. Yeah, black people have the biggest penises in the world, in America. Yes, this is true. Yes, I have a snout nose and I have big lips. So the features of a big penis, not a huge penis. Let's make it very clear. a big penis. Okay, so my nose and lips. But I don't like kissing and stuff. This is so I'm beside the topic, okay? Because I got something to talk about now here. I got to give you a story. But if you want to talk, you can talk. Make it longer if you want, okay? So I eventually traveled to New York. I promised her we gonna go out to get some Red Lobster and shit like that. So I'm like, I'm going out there, okay? And the first thing I realized when I got off the Greyhound bus, I traveled my ass to New York City. She paid for me. She literally paid for me. So I get off the bus and I'm thinking like, okay, I hope I don't get hurt and shit. How you been, Emmanuel Ibuki? So if I badger your name, don't get mad at me, okay? How you been, Emmanuel? What's going on with you? Anything you want to talk about? Go ahead and talk about it. I'm just talking about one of my terrible experiences from online dating, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's always wise to have a backup plan when you meet women, especially. It's harder for men, as a matter of fact, because women lie. And I keep telling people, do not post pictures of your old picture of yourself that was like 10 years ago, because that's not you, bitch. That's not you. I'm still the same way I am. I still got my six-pack. If you need proof of that, I will give you the proof. Come into my inbox. Still trying to look for virgins and shit. Too many women out there are no longer virgins, so I am not interested. I'm interested in your friendship. Okay? But if you live in America, it's a plus. If you don't live in America, I ain't traveling nowhere because this COVID virus shit. You don't live with your parents. We got too many issues we got to go through. Okay, let me see. So Sohail Samara says, you're Muslim, you're Christian. No, I'm neither of those things. I'm an animal. Religion is folly for everyone. Okay, not a Muslim. I just naturally believe that everyone can do what the fuck they want to do as long as they have some order in their life and discipline. So I believe all alpha men should have multiple wives. I believe in that type of shit. But they have to be particularly, virgins. Okay, I do not care for the other types. Okay. And of course, I'm not a Muslim nor a Christian. I'm not a fool to believe in that. I don't believe in what the masses of asses believe in because that's externalism. Okay, you're not supposed to be attached. You should know why you're here. This is off the topic now here. Since y'all talking to me now here. You know, y'all all people should know me by now. I am a god in this small little body. And I came here to observe the human race. Even though I'm in a human form, I'm telling you right now, this is a prison planet. You all came here for the experience of learning a different experience, which is suffering, torment, all sorts of negative apocryphes, okay? Not apocryphes, but, atrocities, okay? I understand y'all don't know a lot of English like I do, but I will badger a motherfucking English word real quick. Evils. You came into this world to learn something different in the human body, flesh sack, the meat sack. But if you put yourself in the shoes of a religious person, you're only going to be a follower. And what did they say about moths to flame? What did they say about moths to flame, people? But anyway, I digress here. You remember, if you use common sense, you can't leave your body at will. So you automatically should take in account of common sense. You can't leave. So something is keeping you here because your energy vortices, if you wish to believe this or not, has come into the body of the mother in the womb. And you experience something new in this world. That may sound kind of deep, okay? But don't, trust me, you'll learn a lot more than just reading some religion, because all religions are the same. They regurgitate the patriarch. But let's continue on here. So I went my ass out there, and this woman basically was obese as hell. She was like 200 or 300 pounds, but I couldn't say nothing mean to her, Sonia, this girl named Sonia. Because of the fact that she was my only ticket back home. Now, Emmanuel Ibuki said, "Can I have your IG name?" Okay, now I'll give you my Facebook name. My Facebook name, hold on, let me put down here. Mandel Evans, okay, is my Facebook. And if you don't understand what FB means, you're an idiot. You should not even be on the internet. You should not be on the internet. Okay, my Facebook. I'm going to put FB. You should know what acronyms are. Everybody should know what acronyms. We should get with the program. Y'all should know more English. Understand what, Facebook, and link to Mario, okay, is my IG, okay? That's Instagram, okay? Okay? So we will not have a discussion about what FB means. Everyone should know what FB, okay? And if you can, I give you my IG name. I'm always on Facebook. Okay? I'm usually on Facebook most of the time. I get banned off of Facebook because I battle the troll. I am the master troller. So when people want to get upset, when I tell them a fact, they get upset and they try to offend me. And that could be a very fatal mistake. And these are 9 times out of 10, it's just a lot onto white people, the crackers, the Orientals, foreign guys, okay, who don't know the philosophies of understanding the Western technologies, okay. But as a matter of fact, I'm gonna post that there, okay, so we can pin it to this comment section here. Other than that, let me finish my story here. So I go to her house, and she's over like 200, 300 pounds, and I'm like, oh, I'm very disappointed, okay. This is one of my nightmares of me doing online dating, okay? So I'm in their house, and I promised her that I would take her to the Red Lobster because I had my own little money and shit, but she already had enough money. She had a nice car and a nice house. I'm not moved by money. That's a great thing. That's a great thing, to not be moved by money. If someone offers you $1 million to fuck you up your ass, would you do it? Okay, honest, easy question, okay? Now, I was living in her house I stayed in her house for like 2-3 days because that was my duration of the Greyhound ticket, which was going to expire. Okay. And so what happened is that she wanted me to lay in the bed, and she actually invited me to come upstairs to her bathroom. And she said, this is what you'll be taken care of. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking that I didn't come here for this shit. I'm pretty sure that I put down on my description, I'm not attracted to women who are over 130 pounds. Okay. Now in America, we use a different matrix system. Okay. We use a different weighing system, which is the most superior system of all time, since it's more simplified. Okay. So other countries will use the kilograms and all that. There are more zeros on it because I learned the hard way. I said, oh, I'd rather stay in America and learn the pounds and the ounces and shit, because it's more simplified to the nearest number, whole number. But other countries, they got 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, too many small incrementals. Okay, but I digress here. But anyway, I told her I'm saying in my head, I'm not taking care of no one, bitch. I'm like, I just came here to visit you to see if you was pretty and attractive and stuff like that, right? But other than that, I said, do you want me to massage you? I was trying to be nice because I'm a great masseuse. Okay, I have like massage women's bodies because of my past. I used to be an ex-Giglioer, blase. I'm real alpha, so I speak what I like to speak. Okay, because no one is like me. Yeah, just keep it real clear, keep it real. Okay, so I'm like, she said to me, "This is what you're gonna be taken care of." And this, like, there was some bars in the bathroom and shit, right? Like, because she was heavy, and I'm like, if I'm healthy and you're heavy. I ain't say shit because I needed her to pay my ticket way back home. So I said, do you want me to massage your body? I was trying to be nice to her and shit. And she was like, no thanks, okay. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to massage you. I'll give you a massage because I'm a great massager. I'm a masseuse. Because when I leave out of this motherfucker, I'm never coming back. And anyway, I couldn't take her to Red Lobster because when I went downstairs, okay, and I looked in her refrigerator, she had the whole motherfucking Red Lobster in her fucking freezer. Do you understand this? Who the fuck? I'm hanging up on that bitch. I get so many females calling me. It gets annoying. I get tired of loosey gooseys and flappy jappies and squeezer pleasers and shit like that. I know they're all different variations. I could be my own fucking gynecologist. Understand this, okay? But anyway, okay, women be calling me and they're trying to get a piece of my candy bar, my Kit Kat bar, and my fucking Tootsie Roll. I say, no, I'm tired of you, bitch. I ain't no time for that. But anyway, so I'm at her house. I open her refrigerator. Okay, don't worry. I'm not going to forget the story here. And she had food literally falling out of the motherfucking refrigerator, man. She literally had a motherfucking food falling. She had steaks and shit. She had scampies and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, people be fucking crazy. They're hilarious. People will bother me when I'm doing a video, but they would not bother me when I'm not doing a video. That's weird. When you know how you're sitting in quarantine and shit, and nobody calls you, but as soon as you make a fucking video or something, everybody want to call and shit. And then, no, I don't give a fuck who it is. There's no one. It's only like a couple of hoes that call me, but they know they're gonna have to suck and give me teabag. Y'all people know what teabag means. Okay, I live in America. It's the most evolved country in the world. Okay, so let's give it the props. America has the best of everything, best of everything. So, all right, okay. So if you got a problem with that comment, speak to me. Okay, all right. So I'm going out there. Okay, and next thing you know, she had all this food falling out of the closet and shit. And I'm like, I ain't got to go to Red Lobster. I ain't got to take her out to no. So a few days go by as I sat down my ass downstairs because I didn't want to lay next to her fat ass. Okay, up in her room upstairs and shit. And then I was like, okay, playing video games. You know, I'm always prepared when I usually come over women's house. I'm always prepared when I come over women's house. When I come over your house, you better be ready because I talked to her before I came over her house. I got games and movies. And that bitch didn't want to watch no movies and watch no games. Because she was a liar. And this is the moral story, what I'm saying to y'all guys. When y'all basically want to beat a female in person. I got plenty of other stories to talk about. But this is just one story. Don't trust a picture for anything. As white on rice, please don't just believe in the picture. When women see me, I said, that's what you get. Okay, when I cut my hair and shit, that's me. Okay, when I cut my mustache and shit, that's me. Because the personality makes a person more attractive, right? And a lot of people don't have personality or charm, right? So let's go along with that. Okay? Now, so after 3 days go by, during the 3 days, I was sitting playing games and shit, and her daughter walk up in there and shit. So her daughter was like, "Hi, bye." Okay, she just went upstairs. I think she was being nosy and shit, and came back downstairs. And the mother was like, "Get your ass back in his house and say hello to my company." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm stuck in this motherfucker, and I don't know what the hell." She sounded like the beast from hell. She was the hippopotamus for fucking hell because I've never encountered anything like that before when someone spoke like that. Her daughter was bigger than her. I could not believe. I thought that was her sister. I swear to God. That was her goddamn sister. But it wasn't. It was her daughter. And so she said, "Get your ass back in here and say hello to my company." And then I was like, "Hello, hi." Okay, and I'm like sitting on the couch and shit like that. And then she went back out. Okay, because her daughter was disrespectful and rude. That's all. I didn't care. I just wanted to go back fucking home. So, okay. Long story short, there's some other things that probably happened, but the last thing was more interesting than anything. She wanted me to talk to her mom, and I was like, "Oh no, here we go. Gotta talk to someone because I know she's about to drive my ass back to the Greyhound station and thank me. Da 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 da. She had enough money. She got a nice house and everything. As I said before, I am not pulled by money. So, okay, she said I talked to her mom on the phone, and her mom spoke to me and said, "I'm a psychic," which I don't really believe in psychics all like that. Okay, and so she said to me, "I predicted that you will come one day, but my daughter was definitely not prepared. She was very disobedient." And as she was speaking these words, her mother was speaking to me on the phone. Sonia, okay, which I remember her name clearly, okay, started crying, okay. She started weeping. And I didn't understand why she was weeping. Because if you have grown up parents and you don't listen to your parents, you're going to suffer more. I'm telling you, if you have great parents, any one of y'all got great parents and they seemed hard on you, you better listen to them parents. You better listen to them parents, motherfuckers, or you got your fucking mind. But anyway, just as a woman is being with a controlling man, it's better to be with a controlling man than a man who does not control at all. Because he has more to offer. He has more pros. Okay? But women will understand this later, okay? Because the man who has control has more knowledge than the man who don't have no control. Okay, so common sense type shit. But anyway, as her mother spoke to me on the fucking phone, she said to me, my daughter was not prepared for you. I told her about you. So please forgive her for her transgressions. And I'm like, forgiven? Because we ain't having sex again. Because I don't have sex with hippopotamuses. That's an extra charge. So the thing is that after she was crying, she said, "I predicted you was going to come as vigilant as you are, as beautiful as you are." She complimented me. Women don't have the capabilities of complimenting men, and they're not definitely apologetic. So as I said before, the long story short, she basically was like, "Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you complimenting me. I seen your daughter, and I appreciate it." And she said, "Please forgive her. I understand why she's weeping now, because I did warn her that you were coming." And I said, "Thank you very much." So eventually, she drove me back to the Greyhound station, and I got my ass home. And I was like, yes, I made it home. So the moral of the story is that don't trust dating sites, the pictures. Don't trust pictures of women who put these nice looking pictures of themselves. Because if I put a picture of myself like this, you know that's me, right? You see that eye, right? It doesn't matter if I'm balding here because I can cut my hair off, but it's not about the hairline. People don't understand that women, real women, don't judge a man because of a hairline or a missing tooth or a mole on their face or some glasses. Because real women don't judge like that, okay? But horny women should not even be in relationships, okay? But the moral what I'm saying here, with enough psychology and nymphomaniac knowledge that y'all mostly don't know about it, please understand that don't trust a picture worth white on rice, okay? Because you know that motherfucker could be a lying motherfucker, okay? All right? Lying motherfuckers, okay? Let me see, okay, what is this, okay? Y'all wrote a lot of things, but I didn't see it. Okay, here we go. Emmanuel Ibuki said, okay, cool. And D Jesus Buster Rhymes, okay, Rhyme said he was laughing. And he says, hi, how are you? And I said, how are you, Syed? Syed. Y'all got some weird ass names. I gotta simplify your names, okay? Nation of Islam. I'm not with the Nation of Islam. Sorry, dogs. Not with the Nation of Islam. I think that every man, okay, wait. Why are there three of you? Because I'm special. There's three of me. Trinity. You ever heard of the triangle? It's three of me. Riley McGrady. Okay, there's three of you. What sorcery is this? Because I'm special. I don't do ordinary things. When I put my information down there, y'all know what to do. Okay? It's the feds. Okay? It's the feds. Yes, I know the feds. They love me. They watch my entertainment. Okay? Riley McGrady. It's the feds. Okay? Riley McGrady says call him. Riley McGrady says teabag you, man. You know what teabagging means? It's when a woman goes down on a man's balls and lick his balls. I had my wife do it to me a couple times, and she was terrible at it. When a woman don't get head right, you just have to, no more, this is enough, okay? My dick has been sucked so well by only one female in my life, I didn't even want no pussy no more. She did it like a lollipop or some shit like that, right? But how's our quarantine going, okay? But anyway, let's look at what else y'all said, okay? Riley McGrady says Marika, okay? Riley McGrady says the catfish 24/7. I don't do catfishing, okay? So now that's the bottom of the list now here. So please understand when you write me, I might not be able to see it until like 10 seconds later or some shit. Because the screen does not flip automatically upwards when I see a message. This is not no motherfucker, okay? Okay, so I'll take you up on your discussion and invite, okay? So we got some rookies and shit that wants to join me. We can join. I do StreamYard. Okay, let me see. He says he's ready to talk at 5, okay? At 5, okay? At 5:30. I usually about 5:30-ish. I do my StreamYards and shit. Y'all can come on and stuff like that. Okay, so please understand the morals of what I'm saying about online dating. And being in quarantine is a great thing, y'all guys. So I'm going to change it up because somebody was like, 3 of me. Yes, there's 3 of me. Because I told you I'm special and I don't do things like everybody else do. Okay, right? So I'll share this everywhere. I'll put it on, because I'm the fucking king. So I'm going to change this up. There we go. No one's like me. All right? I know I have the gift of gab and I can talk about things. I'm actually a schizoaffective. Okay, if you have a question about schizoaffective, then you ask questions, okay? I like to change things up. I like to go down the rabbit hole. Talk about your experiences. It could be one subject and you just talk about it all day. How do you feel? Okay, how do you feel that I'm the king? Now, as I said before, I'm on this meet people app thing so I can try to see some foreign women who still have their virginity. But that's like, we can't go nowhere now with that. You got to keep in touch. My wife kept in touch with me for almost 5 years before I met her. So this canary virus is not going to last for long, but not a lot of women have those credentials. They don't have a lot of, respect for men, or I will never bring another woman back in America. So I just tell females straight up out of the core. I may tell her a lie. Yeah, I'm going to bring you back. Okay. Because I will never, my wife tried to do some shady shit and I covered my ass because you can't fuck a fucking alpha male. You can't do that. I told her in advance what's going to happen, and it's exactly what I'm telling her. The white man ain't going to be able to help you, okay? I did explain to women what's going to happen before they have. For some reason, sometimes women don't hear you. I said, you can go back to Ethiopia. My wife is from Ethiopia, okay? All right? Okay, so, when I have this stream today, I'm going to be talking about a multitude of different things. I talked about the dangers of dating sites, okay? And I'm going to talk about that on the stream as well, okay? But today, on the stream, I'm going to be talking about multiple subjects. I'm going to be talking about how bullying is cool. I'm going to talk about the ego, because I'm the motherfucking king, because I'm a master at it. I can talk about it, and then I keep it simple for everybody to understand, okay? You have to seek like minds, so I'm going to talk about that, okay? I'm going to talk about kindred soul versus the soulmate philosophy, and the dangers of suicide. I'm going to talk about why aren't you afraid, okay? Why aren't you afraid? I don't know why I wrote that, okay? But I'll make up something for it, okay? I'm going to talk about doxing dangers. You know how people dox and they get personal information and try to exploit you and defamate your character. I'm going to talk about why the mana tree has been destroyed. If anyone of y'all don't know these type of stuff, the mana tree, you know what the mana tree is? You come to my stream. Okay, I'll put down the information when I get done. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is that when to smack a hoe, okay, or smack your mother if you need to, okay? Because I had just got an argument with some woman stating that you would smack. I said, if my mom is evil or some shit and disrespectful, she need to be smacked because she wasn't smacked when she was a child, okay? And I'm her son, okay? But you don't smack someone who don't like to be smacked, okay? You at least you tell people in advance, okay, right? But other than that, I'm getting the hell out of here because I gotta take someone to work and get me something to eat and wash my balls, okay, wash my underarms. But, I'm the king, motherfuckers. I told you this already. But I love you all, but I hate the many of you, and I'm still looking for virgin girls. Anybody who wants to talk to me, you can. Let me see, what does it say? Okay, Sid Solomon says, I need a girl with a green card. No, you need to stay in your country, your shithole of a country. You need to stay there because you come to America and shit on a female's realm, okay? She gonna dominate your ass. Just like me, I dominate women all of the time. And if she's dominating you, she might not give you the opportunity to get a job. Understand that. You better watch yourself. Syed Solomon. The best way to get into America is through a B2 business visa. Okay, if you're prominent enough and your English is very legit, you can make it yourself. You can actually do it yourself. It takes a long arch. It takes years. It takes years before anyone, without getting married, because the marriage thing, it does take a little quicker, at least about 3 years, because the man has to come visit you and or the woman comes visit you. But that's rare. You got to find a relationship. You got to keep lying, okay? You got to lie, because that's what women do over there, and men do all the time when they try to pull men. But you're going to get caught, because in America, women are very controlling, and men are very controlling. So whatever they bring to the table here, it's going to be very hard. They may end up killing you, especially white people. Milanos, the crackers, will kill you, okay? So you're taking a chance. Nobody want to talk to a nigga in America, because American men don't seek foreign women. They just don't seek them that much, okay? Because they get enough pussy as is, okay? So they have the huger cocks. And if you would want to debate me with that, we can go there, okay? I'll give you some facts and shit. All right. So peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my page. And I will get back to you every once in a while, okay? I make a video here and there. Hope I don't get banned and shit, because we got some people who are just sensitive on Facebook. Still looking for virgins and girlfriends, okay? I do have a wife, okay? But of course, I'm always wise, okay? Let me see. Is that the black girls? I heard white girls treat you better. Yeah, that's a facade. That's a mask. White girls are actually more dangerous because they're the ones who get more divorces. This is a fact, statistical facts. And they are more likely to kill you, okay? If a white man finds a white woman, a Philippine chick, for instance, or a Russian type of chick, Syed Solomon here. These are the facts. He's more likely to bring her over thinking that she's going to be completely submissive at all times, right? Okay. So what happens is that these women get over here and they know fluent English. And they manipulate that man. And that man is usually Caucasoid to white or Oriental. Okay? Black men don't look overseas for pussy, because they got plenty of it in the most diverse, nastiest country in the world. We eat babies, motherfuckers. This America is the most chaotic. That's why I say to people, you want to come to America? Do you know 70% of the food is synthetic? Okay. It's mostly poisonous, okay? You know this. Do your research. Come on now. I'm born and raised in America, so I'm telling you what's going on in America. So follow me and you'll learn some more things. I gotta get the hell out of here because I'm getting funky up in here. And you know, you sitting in one spot. I got my window open, but I still gotta wash up and shit. So black girls have the attitudes, and they got the bigger pussies, right? They got the bigger pussies. Trust me, they got the bigger pussies, okay? Because a lot of all races like to run up in them, okay? Because they're very attractive and beautiful. I'm talking about the beautiful ones. I'm not talking about the ghetto ones with the loud mouths and some shit like that. They have bigger pussies. And the white women, however, know how to suck better dicks. Okay? But they don't have the better pussies. Isn't that some shit? They have the smaller pussies. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me retract and phrase that again. White women have better, they know how to use the friction in their pussies. Okay? They know how to use it, okay? They know how to suck dick. They know how to swallow the seeds. Black women don't swallow seeds. Okay? Black women are more lazier at not using their conjugal muscles. Okay? They'll try to squeeze you as a squeezer pleaser, but white women will do all sorts of crazy techniques to suck that dick up in their womb, right? Because I'm the king. I told you this, right? White women will do all sorts of, they'll stand on their head a little bit and spin around. But white women age faster, dog. So there's some pros and cons with both sides. I'm getting the hell out of here, you guys. So white girls they treat you better, but in the long run, they may get you. They may get your money, okay? Black girls, they have attitudes and shit, but they won't kill you. If you got some good dick and you got good personality, they ain't gonna send you to jail, man. They gonna send you to jail. Black chicks ain't gonna send you to jail. They don't want you in jail. They want to get that child support and shit, okay? But white women will put you under the ground, okay? They will either even kill you, so you gotta be careful. So Sid Solomon said this to me. Do you consider yourself African? No, I'm actually a black male with lots of African features. I have German in my blood. I have Indian in my blood. I have Italian in my blood. So you are not African as well, my friend, okay? No one is truly 100% of anything, all right? We know these are facts, okay? Since you are calling an African country a shithole like Trump, yeah, but Trump is more powerful than all your countries, okay? So Trump is an alpha male, okay? So you can talk shit about anybody. That's the greatest thing about America because I'm the king, right? You can talk shit all you want. Because a lot of African countries are shitholes in the ground. I've been there. I lived in Ethiopia. Unless it's the capital of Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. It's not really a shithole because it's more developed there. But if you travel outside the skirts of any country, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, when you are not at the capitals of those areas and their language is not officially the national language of English, you're going to have a problem. Okay, do you think English is basically a black man's communication language barrier? Is it language barrier? There's a language barrier. You should know that. Everybody should know there's a language barrier. English is the most superior of all languages. We should know this fact. So people who don't know how to write or speak English, it's a very barbaric, non-encryptic language. It's very, I'll give you a great example about English. If you take a letter, there's 26 letters in the alphabet in English, right? And they're very smooth. They're either straight up and down, left and right. Okay. But if you take that same letter, you will basically have more letters with other languages, and they're harder to write. It's like a calligraphy, okay? It's an art. Like a lot of blacks in America get the Asiatic symbols on their motherfucking, they get it tattooed and shit, because it's pretty, okay? But nobody's going to write down the English language because it's not as pretty. Understand? It's not as pretty. The English language is not as pretty as those older languages. Like if you take your word computer or technology or philosophy or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, any of those complex words, they're not in your language, dog. This is how you know your language is an older language. And so a shithole of a country is the truth, depending on how far you go from the capital itself. Okay, let me see. Okay, get the Gapa. Okay, you're probably from another country. The easiest languages are Baku languages. As I said before, I explained myself very well about why the English language must be learned because you're writing in my English, right? You're writing my language, correct? So you know that if it's more superior, it's more simplified than your language. Baku you may use the most hardest languages I learned is Icelandic language. And they use sounds and slurs like, I don't know. Don't care. Okay. But if you can't express yourself in a way that's articulate, don't use it. Now, if I look up the word bank 2, and I will tell you right now, your language is not as easily written, okay, as the English language, okay? So let's get the facts out of the way here. English language is written from left to right, not right from left. Most languages that are written from right to left are usually the older encrypted languages. Okay, in vocals, okay, let me see. Get D Gapas is talking, and there you find Becca is the easiest. No, it's not the easiest, because if it was the easiest, it would be number 1. Okay, and the easiest language to learn is English. You are writing to me in English. Think about the hypocrisy of what you're speaking right now. You're writing to me. How do you know English? Because of why? Why do you want to learn English? If it's so easy, how come everybody doesn't know it, right? But everybody must know English in order to be technologically savvy. Okay, you see English and then China, because everything comes from China back and forth. It's a Chinese and U.S. thing. Okay, so we can just keep it simple right there. A, E, I, O, U, totally different than English. Okay, those are vowels, dog. Do you know what that is? I'm about to get the hell out of here. Okay, let me see. But Buku is easier to learn in vocals. I don't know that, but I'm trying to tell you, if it's hard to write, nobody's going to do that. Okay, your vocals, I don't know. I don't know what Baku is. I can't look it up right now, but I'm going to look it up. The rest is in English. What the hell you said? The rest is English, okay? Well, you're writing to me in English, so get with the program, okay? All right. So peace and love to brothers and sisters of light and dark. I'll put down my information, okay? I also put this on the Facebook. Okay, Admit Abby. Do you think American speaks good English? Most Americans do not speak good English. Let's see. And the great thing about English is that you can use it in a simplistic form, you could use it in the intermediate form, or you can use it in the more complex form. There's a lot of words that are so complex that the average American do not speak. The average American only speaks about 500 words, and that's all you need to know. What, when, how, who, what, it, cat, smack, hat. You don't need to know a lot of words, man. Most Americans don't speak good English. They just don't. Okay, let me see. I know people, they are autists like me. Artists. You mean artists or autistic? Okay, so you got to watch your spelling. I know people who are high intelligence like you. Okay, thank you very much for the compliment. But when you come to high intelligence, high intelligence is memory. My memory is not that high. There are people who are smarter than me who have better, you want to say, memory. Okay. It's not about IQ, because I read thousands of books, but I can't remember them all. So it's about memory. So the more a person can study to remember is the key element. You a savant? No, I am not a savant. I am not a savant. I am, what you want to call it, a philosopher / Renaissance man, you want to say. A Renaissance man reads and educates in everything. A savant is someone who has very astute memory. I repeat again, a savant is someone with a high level, not IQ, of memory. All right? Memory is the IQ, okay? Get D Kappa. You're talking to me a lot now. I got to watch my ball sack, okay? Get D Kappa. He said the Mississippi people in Arkansas have the worst slang. Well, let me tell you who has the worst slang in America. It's black people. The Negroid has the worst slang. And I'm a Negroid, right? So I'm telling you from my perspective, by living in the hood full of black Americans, or you want to call them African Americans, which is the strongest in the world and the most talented blacks in the world, we have to understand this facts, okay? Very soft vocabulary. Well, in America, blacks have a very soft vocabulary, but they use slang too. They use a bit of slang. Okay, so you got to do a little ebonics to study up. Like I said, what's up, son? Okay, what's up, nigga? Okay, what's up? Okay, cracker, some shit like that. They say they talk in different metaphors. Okay, the majority of New York City has a vocabulary that is not perfect. For example, that is correct. Americans are the most stupidest but smartest people in the world. But the smartest people in America are the handful of elitists. Okay, so remember what happened in America when the Twin Towers got hit? Do you remember what happened in 1943 when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor? Do you know what happened? Remember, the atomic bomb was created in America by German hands. Let's continue on. We're not going to get off the subject now here. Get D Gappa says, man common, not the blacks, only the one from ATL, we can say, and the predominantly, then yes, you have to reread that. You gotta start over. I did not understand that sentence. One thing at a time. Okay, America is a white country. Okay, there's more whites than blacks. Blacks are only 13% of the population. Of the 13% of the population, there is a handful of missing data in which the census are not picking up. So if there's only 13% and they say half of blacks are in jail, half of 13% is what? So that's an accurate percentage. Don't always believe the hype. Don't always believe what you see on the media. That's folly to believe in any religion or anything external because it may not be facts. It may be 20% of blacks in America, but they're not going to tell you that. Black Americans are worth $2 trillion. $2 trillion. The poorest black America is richer than most blacks in another country. This is a fact. So, Jews actually, they say Jewish people control this country. I may agree with that, definitely, because I found out some stories where the KKK could not separate blacks and whites because of Marcus Garvey. And what happened is that Marcus Garvey and the KKK were working together. They were pretty much opposite polars, okay? And they tried to separate blacks and whites to have their own communities and shit, but it didn't work because the Jewish people interfered and they said, no, we gotta extradite this nigga and get him out of America. Marcus Garvey was the man, okay? Let me see. Como, a man who brings up his Italian ancestry slang, okay? Italians were very powerful back in the 80s and shit, okay? British speak good English. Yeah, but they have an accent, so it's not really clear. That accent interferes with a lot of my understanding when they talk. You bloody bottling cleaning, go back to. I sound like Asian. I can't imitate their accent at all. I'm a terrible imitator of accents and races and shit. I know as a researcher, more than 50% will fall under poverty to be considered as minorities. Most of Americans are living in poverty. Remember that. Most Americans are either living in poverty or middle class. And people who are living in middle class, they may consider themselves living in poverty. Okay? And let me hear it. The most educated country in the world is Nigeria. Okay, if they are, then they should have 5G then. Okay, all right. So you're not making any sense. They speak good English, but their national, I found out in Nigeria, their national language is English, which they will grow, but they're not the most smartest in the world. Trust me. America is a de facto in all of this logic. America is they cause chaos within countries, just like the fucking British and the fucking French. The motherfuckers, those crackers are not stupid, okay? They basically cause trouble in other countries, poor countries like Nigeria and African countries to destroy themselves. The Italians tried to take over Africa and Ethiopia at one time, but they failed, okay? Atomic bomb was created by Jews. No, atomic bomb was created by the Germans, in which the German... No, that's conspiracy. You don't never know what happened. The Americans and the Russians defeated Hitler. This is the true story right here. You can look it up yourself. They defeated Hitler, and they said they probably saved his life, okay? They probably hid him somewhere in America. And Americans did, during the 1920s, the Americans looked up to Hitler, because the KKK was 90% of the country, man. And this is the time where blacks were still slavery. They was still in slave bondage, okay? Understand the history of America, please. It's very important because a lot of y'all don't know the history of America, and it's terrible, okay? So do some history on slavery first. If you want to know anything about Hitler, understand that he was a white supremacist who was more for the German people, for white supremacists, not the northern white American, okay? The northern white American tried to join Hitler at one time, but of course, he rejected them. Think about how powerful that is. And that's why he failed. Because he fucked the wrong people, okay? And the KKK wanted to join him. He was on the front cover of Time magazines. Please understand this education is factual. I do not run shit out of my mouth, okay? Now, let's go on. They took their German technology. Americans stole their information and actually tested the bomb in America. They tested the first bomb was basically built in America by a German scientist. So you could do the research yourself. But I'm saying, hey, you can't take my word for it. Do your research yourself. In controlling economics, okay? Yeah, Jewish people may be smarter than the ordinary Caucasoids. That may be true. Okay, I've called the Southerner slang, and I had the burger in my mouth, and the da da da. Okay, one of the North Carolina and Massachusetts are most likely to have slang, and sometimes very similar to Irish slangs. I'm not gonna get into the technicals of that though, but everybody has their own slang, and I gotta get the hell out of here, y'all guys. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. America speaks slangs. Yes, that's why we are more creative than most countries. We talk a different language. We use metaphors. We use different types of algorithms, ebonics, okay? All right, there's a lot of different slangs in America. So the higher-ups, which are white people, they speak the proper English in America, worldwide as well. The French, the British, when the accent to me, when you can speak English, the accent should not interfere like with your word vocabulary. Like my wife says chocolat. The correct way of saying chocolate, that's the correct way of chocolate. Chocolate, right? But most people say chocolate. Okay, see, chocolate. They completely skip out on that other syllables in their words. So you know how important that to pronounce your words is. But if you have an accent, you might not be able to get your message clear. Okay, like ebony is black. You're correct. Ebonics sounds funny. Ebonics is the slang term for how Africans use their vocabulary through metaphors and slang. Okay, that's all it is. They have a different way of talking. Okay, I love America. Yeah, I love America too in his own funny way. But understand, this is the white man's land. Okay, and one thing I can't stand in America is blacks complaining about America. Just leave the country. I don't get that. Okay, if blacks are so probably they've been slave, they can just leave. I left and I lived in Ethiopia for like 2 fucking years. So I don't understand why people just can't just leave the country and explore other countries. They allow you to if you're American. Okay, which is great. Okay, accent is the most important. That's what you really mean to say. If your accent is very clear and precise, without saying bloody, that's not necessary. My wife knows how to flick her tongue. Like she'll say 3 words with a flick of her tongue. I'm like, I didn't. I know. No, I did not understand that shit. Okay, I don't split my tongue like that. Cat. Don't say cat. No. That's an older terminology understanding of using words. Okay, let me see. Proud African. If you're a proud African, that's good. But you should just individualize yourself because you're no longer Africans. Lots of people consider themselves Africans, but they're not Africans. Trust me. Get your gene test. It's called Gene Chromosome in Me. Okay, Ancestry.com or whatever. You have to be feeling more African than American. No, I feel individual. Okay, I feel more like who I am. I feel I am in America, so I must say I am an American because I was born in America. Okay. Now, if you say you're African, then you have to say you were born in Africa. Okay, because you understand. Let me see. Most blacks in America are from Africa. Their ancestors are from Africa. Remember, the strongest blacks in America are born because of the Europeans who actually hand selected them for breeding and procreating so they can use them in America as slaves. The Indian people were not as strong as Africans. That's why they used them as most of the labor. Okay, please understand African American slavery history. Very important. Strongest niggas are here. We got NFL players who are bigger than almost every black person in another country. We got NFL players, one NFL player or a basketball player are as tall than almost every Negro that's in every fucking continent. What the fuck? Think about that. All right, now let's continue on here. America didn't steal the atomic bomb. As I said before, they defeated Hitler, okay, and they took the German scientists prisoner. So make it very clear, and they forced them to work with the atomic bomb. North Americans was not as small-minded. They used them, okay, and built the atomic bomb with German technology. So if you don't believe me, no, I didn't get it mixed up. Watch your mouth, okay? Now you disrespected me. I'm telling you what I learned. You can find it on YouTube, dog. Okay, they built the atomic bomb right after the defeat of Hitler. Get that clear. All right, black people are the real Hebrew. No, who cares about that? I don't care about the genealogy of whose race it is. Okay, Geen got a Gippo. But there is more moral solution to feel African for you because they put you against your will. No, man. Nah, you got that all wrong. Black people can do what they want. They only use to victimize themselves when they use a pathology which is void and doesn't exist. When a nigga says we been all slaves, that's a lazy motherfucker right there. Look where I'm at. There's a lot of NFL players, basketball players who are very successful and made it in America, but they don't complain. They're not going to take a kneel. They're not going to take a kneel because they did it. The white man paid them off, okay? So they can easily do one or two things. Help out other blacks with their money directly and help them know how to learn how to invest, okay? Give them an automated system, or they can just shut the fuck up. Because any African in America complains about, okay, don't get me wrong, there's still some racism in America. Sure, there's racism in America. Sure, it still goes on. Sometimes a black may qualify for something and you may not get it because the company is fucking racist and biased. Cool. But please understand, if it keeps happening, there are some shortcuts. There's loopholes in America if you're smart enough. Rather than complaining, don't bitch and complain. Let me see, black folks from Israel. I don't care about that. Black folks are from everywhere. But they look different mostly because of white roots. Okay, but y'all can keep on talking in here. They used to put you as slaves so you can feel African in case of morality. Okay, they took the Nazi scientists. That's correct. Okay, let's see. Okay, Moonjin Boo Gam. Okay, yeah, they took the Nazis and that's how they built their bomb. You can look it up on the YouTube if you like. Okay, all right. I'm not telling no stories here. Okay, they got revenge. They used the German technology, that bomb. They did an experiment in America, and that shit was successful. And I saw that video on motherfucking YouTube. I was like, yo, shit, man, that shit is crazy, okay? This shit is crazy. They took them 2 bombs over Japan and bombed that motherfucker with 2 bombs. Big boy and little girl. They bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They don't even know what hit them. Over 100,000 people got killed. And they're still being affected to this day because the radiation over there in Japan. They got bases over there. America got bases over almost everywhere. They don't want to. They cause trouble. I'm telling you. We got CIA operatives working in KGB and shit, and vice versa. They can make a choice like the fucking Black Widow if they want. Okay, I just lots of things to talk about here. They lie in that case. Lies are everywhere, man. But peace and love to you, brothers, sisters, of Light and Dog. Welcome to my page. And I got to prepare my fucking StreamYard, you guys. If you want to join the stream, you got to follow me. Okay. Let me see. From Igbo tribe. Igbo looks same. And black folks. Okay. You think you're more superior. Okay. You got to think twice about this superiority complex. This superiority complex. You got to get that out of your head. Start focusing on yourself. Don't worry about what race is, and that's a waste of time and effort to talk about that type of stuff. It's an interesting story, though. But let me get the hell out of here, y'all. Peace. And if any females who have actually listened to me to the end of this shit, you can hit me up a little later, okay? Any guys who's interested in knowledge, hit me up later, okay? And I'm only interested in motherfucking virgins. So if you're not a virgin, we're going to have some miscommunication problems. 90% of slaves come from Giglioer tribe. No, I don't know about that. I wasn't there. You are a good man. I want to be your friend. That's good, okay? Yo, what's up? Okay, Rich Ross Rodriguez, okay? I'm about to get the hell out of here. Y'all know how to communicate with me, and you know how to follow me. I'll send my message, my information later on here. I'm going to put it on there. You know how to follow me. All right? Peace.